All right. Well, welcome back to another episode of the Hizzy Hustle. I am your host, Tyler Heisman, here, licensed real estate agent in the Okanagan. Um, it's been an interesting week, I must say. March has definitely had a little bit of a change of pace from what it seems like. A little bit of people are just starting to realize that there's not much we can do. So I think they're just making decisions based off of what's in front of them, not what is potentially going to be coming down the road. And I think that's the best way we got to look at the next little bit here. We just got to take it one step at a time, week by week, and just do what you need to do to better your own life and focus on what's here and what's in front of us right now. Lots of moving parts, right? No more Trudeau. We have a new prime minister in Canada, Mr. Mark Carney, who has already decided to scrap the consumer carbon tax as of April 1st. Apparently, this is not going to be doing too much. Average across Canada is going to be like $250, maybe $300 a year in savings. So, we're not going to be feeling it too crazy. And unfortunately, that dip in price is going to be offset very, very quickly by summer gas prices. So, yeah, a little bit of change happening this year. I'm not really hoping for too much. I mean, I'm really hoping that Mark Carney comes in and actually does some good and stays away from his globalist mentality, making us pay for the world's carbon pollution and stuff like that. So, and I want to kind of interested about his financial interest. Not gonna lie. So whenever we get to see that, I'll be interested. So, anyways, nothing too crazy going on here. We have a video from CREA's podcast just talking about the tariff uncertainty. What's going on with that? We got the chief economist from CREA there with us to give us a little bit of a rundown. So let's see what this guy's got to say.
How has the trade war with the U.S. affected Canadian home sales? The answer is quite a lot. So let's dive into that.
It is a lot.
Welcome back to the CREA Housing Market Report. I'm your host, Matt Day, and joining me once again is CREA Senior Economist Sean Cathcart. And Sean, what's normally, we're getting ready for a busy time of year normally. Spring market, realtors are busy, home buyers are excited, but there's a big Trump cloud overhanging right now.
Yeah, I guess we were hoping for a more normal year after a pandemic and inflation crisis, but I guess that was too much to hope for.
Yeah, and now everyone's elbows are up, but that's a topic for something else. Right now, we're going to get into the real estate data and things that you need to know. So these on and off again tariffs, how are they affecting the Canadian real estate landscape?
Right. Well, I mean, they're causing massive uncertainty. So you're seeing that in like stock markets. You're seeing it with businesses. They don't know what to do, and it's the same thing with potential home buyers, right? And so the year started off. One of the trends, in the first week of January was a huge increase in new listings. So people were like, okay, the buyers are back. We're going to list this year. I mean, maybe some of them were looking forward to that mortgage renewal cliff in the summer. And people were like, we're going to put our home on the market. We're going to sell it. And initially, sales were doing pretty well. They were tracking with last year at average, or maybe a little bit better than average at the national level. And then January 20th came along. The blanket 25% across the board tariffs were announced. In the end, that didn't happen, or it hasn't happened yet. But at the time, I mean, that would be economic oblivion for Canada, right? Massive recession, huge unemployment. And so buyers went back to the sidelines, and those listings sort of petered out too. So that played out through February, and we've got a quiet market again now.
Right, and up until recently, it was all kind of speculation. People were like, will he, won't he? And now it's real, and you can feel the collective hesitation amongst many Canadians. So we kind of alluded to it at the top of the show, what's gone on with home sales and new listings.
Right, so after a full month of both of those things pulling way back, we got some pretty big declines. Sales were down 9.8%, so I might as well say 10% month over month. That's big.
That's big.
From January to February, but not surprising. Like we said, there's a lot of uncertainty out there, and people are not going to be, taking on 25-year mortgages and borrowing hundreds of thousands of dollars when they don't know if they're going to have a job next month. And similarly on the new listing side, there was a big jump up in January. That all pulled back to sort of normal. So on balance, what you have is a market that softened considerably in January that stayed sort of in the same sort of zone in February. And as we've discussed many times on this show, there's about a 1 month lag between changes to market conditions and the impact on prices. And so sure enough, we saw the MLS HPI, after having been, as we said, flat as a pancake for about a year, had a significant and noteworthy drop off between January and February.
And there it is again, the flat as a pancake line, which headline writers across Canada loved. Okay, let's go over what you need to know this month. Economic uncertainty has led to big drops. Home sales were down 9.8% in February compared to January. New listings were also down big, at 12.7% month over month. I think that wraps up about everything for now. As we know, everything is very fluid and things could change by this time next month. So if you want to dive into more real estate data, head on over to stats.crea.ca and make sure to tune in next month, because who knows what we'll be talking about then. Thanks for watching.
Probably tariff uncertainty again. Give these guys a listen. Real-time podcasts. It's nice little tidbits of information when they pop up. I agree. I think we're going to see a big change in the numbers again from February to March, and then from March to April. Oh, excuse me. I think those are going to be the months that we see kind of where this impact is really affecting us, because March and April tend to be the times in the Okanagan where things start to get a little bit busier. Like, my phone didn't ring 3 times over the course of January through February, but then first week of March it rang 5 times, right? Like, it's just springtime hits here and people just wake up. It's just the way it is. But as for the rest of the year, who knows? Like I said, I think the most important thing is to just focus on what's in front of you and what you can currently handle, change, manipulate, control in your own life, and just work on that and just power it out. Just keep moving forward, because there's nothing that we're going to be able to do about this. So anyways, a little bit of a short one, nothing too crazy going on today. And thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. I'll be trying to get a little bit more consistent with this. It's just, like I said, it's been starting to get busy. Hopefully we can continue on this current path, because it would be nice to see things pick up a little bit and see people feel not so affected by what's going on. So only time will tell. Anyways, see you on the next one.